Finally, Rough Ryder did it for me. This is a winner. Hey campers, Georgia, back in the man cave. Woo! Here we are. We're looking at another Rough Ryder. This one is a classic carbon. And I gotta tell you, this won me over big time. Couple of pointers as to why coming up. Let's check it out. This is the newest Rough Ryder I've got. And well, it's not new from Rough Ryder, but it's new to me. Part of the classic carbon series they have. I gotta tell you, this one won me over big time. Couple of reasons. Let me get out of the box so I can show you what I'm talking about. Comes in their box, which is pretty cool. I love their boxes that they send the stuff in. And here it is here. And this is the Rough Ryder Seahorse Whittler. And that's what they call it. And if you look carefully, I try to figure out where the seahorse side of it came from. But if you turn it this way, you can see the shape of the handle. It's kind of seahorsey, I suppose. And you can see it there. But as you can see, this one is a little different to the other Rough Ryders that I've looked at. The first thing that got my attention is it is carbon steel. It's not a stainless steel blades. The other thing is, well, to be honest, the first thing that got my attention was the style of blades they chose to put in this. And it had a blade in here that I've never looked at before. And of course, the big thing for me, no clip blade. I'm just not a fan of clip blades. Well, this one doesn't have it. 3 blades. Like I said, this is the Rough Ryder Seahorse Whittler, which is a little different. Normally their handles are bone, and these ones don't have the bone. And of course it has the standard Rough Ryder bolsters on both sides. This one, as you can see here, has just the single R on it. And it has the inserted badge on it in the handle. Another little bit different. It's not that shiny, I want to say stainless steel. This is a little different. And it actually looks like carbon steel, the badge. Nice touch. I'm liking this knife just looking at it right now. I did have a look into it, and there were some things that I looked up, and obviously one of them was this guy. Check out that blade. Something I've never looked at before and always wondered about it. And of course, this is the pronunciation coming up, the Wharncliffe, W-H-A-R-N, cliff. You can see the shape. It is unusual. A lot of people confuse this blade with a sheep's foot. And when you look at a sheep's foot, can you see how this dips right into the point? And it has that flat edge, totally flat edge. And that's the big thing about this blade. And, you know, you have this curve down. It's a slow curve down. When you look at a sheep's foot, this guy here, or there, wherever it's coming up, I'll show you a picture. This top edge to the knife is straighter and then comes down sharper. The idea being to get rid of that point. And it was used in delicate work, where this point here is not going to do as well with that. The other blades, and you can see them here, I'll open them up for you. Oh, let me close that one down because I want to open this one all the way. And we'll put this one right there. See them? 2 penknife blades, and we talked about pen knives, the origin of a pen knife before, and how they were used for making up the quill on their pens. That's where it came from. And it has that very common, people are very comfortable with pocket knives or a pen knife that has these blades. This guy has 2 and a Wharncliffe. And this Wharncliffe, this is the one I want to really get into. I need to try this out. People that talk about these blades say it is the best blade for a pocket knife, for an all-round blade. Sturdy, sharp, easy to sharpen. It has that flat edge on it, comes to that nice sharp point, and it's designed so that when you press down on it, the shape of it really can give you a lot of strength on using the knife, and they use it for everything. So a very popular blade that I've never looked at before. Let's get into some specs on this thing. This is the classic Carbon 2 series that they came out with, and I'm going to try and hopefully you'll be able to get a good look at this. Carbon steel blades. They've been mirror polished, so all three are carbon steel. Closed, the length of this knife, let me just measure it for you real quickly here, 3.77 inches closed in my hand. The model number is the RR2217, 2271. If you want to have a look that up, you can go to their website or just search online, you'll find it. This is, I think, going to become probably my favorite Rough Ryder. The blade lengths on here, obviously this guy is the longest, and here you have the pen knives, and the pen blades, sorry, and they actually call them two twin pen blades. Obviously they're the same size, same thickness, everything like that. The Warncliffe blade here is 2.37 inches long, and then your two pen blades here, which like I said, they're referred to as twins, they're both exactly the same, and they are 1.87 inches long. There, I put them there so you can see the three blades. The blade on this is just a plain, both are plain grind, standard penknife pocket style blades, nothing fancy about them. The blade thickness on all the blades, 0.06 inches. So they are fairly sturdy. You can see it's got a little bit of depth to it there. A little thinner, but this is the guy. This is the blade you're going to use the most. These are handy to have. Penknife blades are always nice for some delicate work. And of course, being carbon steel, they're going to come up real sharp. Stainless will hold an edge longer. The carbon steel, maybe not as much. Easier to sharpen and will give you a better edge. The frame of the knife is just a plain frame, and if you look, it does have the brass. See that there? It has the brass liners in it. And of course, like I said, the bolsters, I believe they're nickel. It has the 3 pins in and the badge. I love this blade. Look at that. And I can see why it is so popular. The shape is unusual. Obviously, that's what initially caught my eye. And then I wanted to know more about it. And I'll give you a little bit of history about where this blade came from and the name. The handle skins are mica and just very plain. I like that. Very workman style. Nothing fancy about it. Looking at the knife, I'm not seeing any gaps on this, which is kind of nice. And let's see how the blades actually sit in there. Oh, line up nicely. Look at that. Nice and straight, no curve to the blade. Nice fit in there, very nice. The edging and things like that, I'm not feeling anything there. Well made. I like this knife. I really like this. You know, I've looked at a lot of Rough Riders. I kind of try to go through as many of their models and different blades that they use. And, you know, they have, just like any other pocket knife manufacturer that produces a lot, they have all the different styles, the different handles, the different blades, the different steels, and that sort of thing. Rough Ryder, very easy to notice, very similar look to them, and of course they have the R and the little badge and things like that in it. Very nice. I'm liking this knife. This is definitely going to be my favorite from Rough Ryder. Now, it doesn't have a locking mechanism. It's just a slip joint. So, but it is stiff. I struggled. You got to use your nail. It's in there nice and tight. So you use your nail notch to get it out. And you can see it does stop in the 90 and there. And there's no wriggle, no nothing. And this spring is tight. It's a good solid spring. It's not going to just jump out and get loose on you. The pen blades, kind of the same thing, not quite as tight as the big blade, which doesn't surprise me. This is where you want all your strength. This is going to be your heavy guy. These guys are going to be your delicate stuff. So thumb notches, pretty standard. They call it a seahorse. Some people refer to this as the sway back jack handle or style of knife, which you can see why it does sway back. However, they advertise it as a seahorse. So it is designed to be a whittling knife. There you go, George. Perfect for you. Nice to have in my pocket to do some whittling. Looking forward to using this guy. It is carbon steel. It is T10 carbon steel. The T stands for titanium. The T10 stands for the percentage of titanium in the carbon steel. But I think it is 1%. As picky as I am about weight in my pocket, I think this is worth it. So let's have a quick look at the history of this blade. The Wharncliffe blade is actually named after a Lord Wharncliffe in the UK back in the 1820s. He was a patron of a knife manufacturer. He said that nobody makes a good blade, the shape of the blade. It's lacking in something. And he came up with this and said to them, have a look at this and see what you think. Well, they came out with this. And obviously after it had been out a while, it became known as the Wharncliffe blade. So that's how it came about. I like this. Very nice. Well thought out. Yay for Lord Wharncliffe. Good job. So there you have it there. Let's have a closer look at it. Very nice. How much did it cost? Well, that much. Not bad, which even my budget could handle for the quality of this. I'm really impressed with the quality of this one. It's in really good condition, well made, well worth the money. The Rough Ryder Seahorse Whittler or Swayback Jack, whatever your preference is, and it is designed for whittling and some heavy work. These guys are designed to cut. That's it. They will cut just about anything you need in a folding pocket knife. Sturdy. The design of the blade is specific for that. And then, of course, don't forget your little pen blades for a little bit more delicate work. The model number 2217. What else can I say? This is going to be my go-to Rough Ryder. I can see it right now. So, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back again soon. I like this. And I've got some other knives. I've been playing around again, searching the internet, trying to find something to get my attention. Pretty sure I'll find something. Truth be told, I already have a couple of things. So I'm sure I will be back. Just saying. Thanks for watching. And you all be safe out there, especially with them sharp and shinies. Take care now. See you again soon. Bye.